Greetings, fellow conquerors, and welcome back to Byzantium here in EU4, where a group of Bulgarian rebels has risen, led by Michael Marinov. And we must debate with ourselves whether or not we should let him win the siege, and I think we're going to let him win the siege, because if he attacks us in Plovdiv, which is likely where he will go next, then we will get a, we'll defend, and we'll get a, oh really, it's still, okay, interesting. I thought because it was bordering the fort, at Constantinople, I guess the fort's mothballed. We should probably unmothball it for the time being, just in case, just so they don't, like, immediately try to siege down our capital. That would be unfortunate. We're going to pick up Tech 7, Diplo, Naval Ambitions. Not really a great tech, unless you're a colonizer, but... Looks like the rebels don't want to deal with us, as it were. I don't know where they're going, actually. We'll take the river crossing. Maybe not. He's just running. He's on the run. Where's he going? He's heading to Serbia. What's this rebel stack doing? They're just sitting in Serbia's land. Oh no. Okay, well, we're gonna sit here in Plovdiv, since it's a Bulgarian province, and we're just going to relax for a bit. I think I've thought about it since the last episode, which wasn't very long ago, and I think we're going to, not attack Venice yet, since nobody would join us, and so we couldn't really win the war on our own. And we're going to instead opt to fight the Ottomans, which we can basically beat on our own. I don't think these rebels want to fight us in this province, and I don't know if that's like a change to the rebel AI or what that is, but what's he doing? He's gonna try to siege down Constantinople. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna go and kill him, and hopefully we can get the like a river crossing. Oh, our general! Oh no, the terrible general died. So this is hilarious. If we watch the phases here, so like shock, yeah, it's shock. We're doing the thing. But watch the fire phase. So we have like almost no fire damage whatsoever. Yeah, we're because of the fire general. We do so much damage in the fire phase. This is beautiful. Oh my god. Almost makes me want to build a cannon or two. And actually, oh hey, General Konstantinos Yagaris, or Yagaris. Anyway. Gains the goal-oriented trait, which gives him the following bonuses: movement speed plus 10%. Ooh. That is super useful. I like that a lot, actually. That's crazy good. It's like having forced march, but, without having to pay points. Alright, now we can be expecting this truce. Now, yeah, the Ottomans are fighting QQ in the Independence War. We should check real quick and see what the Ottoman fleet is like, just to make sure we don't accidentally, like, make a massive embarrassment of ourselves. Let's see, Ottomans. Currently they have 27 ships. They have 5 light ships, 11 galleys, and 11 transports. We, by comparison, have 1 light ship, 13 galleys, and 9 transports. So I think we need to expand the navy, is what I'm getting out of this. And that's absolutely what we're going to do. We can't get our force limit above 25, but considering how many light ships we have and considering how many galleys we have, I think we have the advantage. And actually, oh, this is a cool event. So we can get 10 prestige at the cost of 13 ducats, or lose 5 prestige. I think we'll take a small loan out to pay for this, and this is fine. We're also going to, lower maintenance, kick it 1 tick back up so that we, still... get a little bit of reinforcements. The fact that our loans are 76 ducats is actually fairly encouraging, just because of, the implication of how much money we're actually, like, making in order for us to do that. Comparatively speaking to, where we started on this expedition, if you will, of Byzantium. Now, it looks like, I think the Ottoman peasants are actually going to, like, win... and so the Ottomans are just going to have like a crap ton of autonomy. It's a new website. You go there, and they have free monthly autonomy reduction. Trust me, not a scam. Not a scam. Anyway, we are getting close to Admin Tech 7. It looks like we'll unlock it in July of 1485. And even though we're going to go to war with the Ottomans in March, or whenever these galleys finish. I think it's going to be important for us to take that so that we can get our first military idea group. And I think I've thought about this from both a gameplay perspective and from a roleplay perspective, and I think it would make a lot of sense for us to take defensive ideas for the time being, because one of the biggest failings of Rome in the past, and we're learning from our mistakes, is that we didn't have good tactics. We had well-equipped troops, well-trained troops, but our tactics were just not up to par with our enemy's tactics. And so taking defensive ideas would be the first step towards actually improving our tactics to help us defeat the enemy, instead of relying on the quality of our troops and numbers alone. So we are going to recruit an admiral. I know this may seem silly, but I think having that admiral could further deter the Ottomans and help us win a naval battle if the Ottomans are going to attempt to break the blockade. So the truce is going to expire in 2 months, in March. Oh, actually, it's ended already. Let's see. We do have quite a bit of a spy network now. We could fabricate more claims. I think we will on some of their bigger provinces, since I think it reduces. Yeah, I think it still reduces their coring costs, if I'm not mistaken. So we have quite a bit of quite a few claims on the Ottomans at this point. We're gonna wait a month, let the AI reset its attitude, and then we're gonna see who would join us. So let's see. If we were to attack, Tunis would join, Georgia would not, Austria would accept the call to arms, and Serbia would accept the call to arms. Lithuania is still 678 ducats in debt, so he's functionally dead. That being said, Serbia has actually rivaled the Ottomans, which is kind of a clear sign to me of how far the Ottomans have actually fallen. And as a result, we are going to go ahead and declare the war, and because of the situation, we may actually be able to, get across the strait and win some sieges in, Anatolia, which would be ideal because we could get more war score, which would mean more ducats and more land. Now, one big part about this war is we're going to, I think after this war, we're going to fabricate a claim on Wallachia, and I think we're going to vassalize them. And the reason that we're going to do this, actually no, why vassalize them and get the aggressive expansion when we can take Ottoman land, and after we core it, we can release Bulgaria as a vassal, use them to take some of the Balkan lands. That being said, if I think about it, we do have an event called Triumph for the Balkans, or Decision rather, and to do that we have to directly own all of the Balkans. Now, does that mean that having a vassal in the meantime is a bad thing? I don't think so. I think we'll get that later, and it is nice. You get 20 prestige and 25 army tradition, which would be really cool to have. I think also with this war we should look into getting Triumph for Greece. Let's see. Let's open up the. I think it's areas map mode. All we need to do is own Yanya. That's all we have to do is take that province. And that's actually our current mission, too, so I think we're going to go for that. And then, in this war, we'll take more Balkan provinces. We're going to take as much as we can, of course. Don't get me wrong. But, anyway, let's, without further ado, let's get this war started. And this is it. This is going to be, hopefully, like, the last decisive war that we have. We should be cautious, though. Because Serbia might have claims on the Ottomans, he doesn't, so he probably won't want any of this land. Let's see. Yep, let's aim for Sofia as our war goal, and let's get this war started. Now we did catch the Ottomans in a naval engagement here, and it's likely that they're going to just retreat. So we'll see what they do. Yeah, it looks like the Ottoman ships are losing pretty decisively there. Oh wow, yeah, so. I think let's see. Oh, we actually captured 2 ships. Not only did we sink like 15 Ottoman ships, we captured 2 of their ships as well. And I'm not going to sell them because after this war we should have a higher naval force limit. Byzantine event means we lose 25 diplomatic power. Cry every time. Very sad. Now, I believe that there's a fort in Yanya, if I'm not mistaken. There is. So by taking that, we would be able to get a, pretty nice bit of war score. Our heir is now greedy, and that makes me wary, because losing tax modifier, 10% is kind of pretty terrible, actually. Let's see. We get another Patriarch Authority event. As much as I like stability, I don't necessarily want to lose the Patriarch Authority, just because we have, we're still on the rise. We don't lose anything for taking it, apart from the opportunity cost of getting stability for free. But I think that, like, overall, since this no longer reduces tax income, the manpower, missionary strength, and local unrest are going to be really useful for us, since we're about to probably take some, some Muslim lands. I think we're going to pick up Tech 7 here in the war. Looks like the Ottomans have been forced out of the ocean. We have completely sunken their fleet, which means any chance for them to get across the strait is now completely impossible. And we are going to go ahead and pick up defensive ideas, and we're going to try to rush the 15% morale bonus from military drill as fast as we can. I read an interesting thread once on a Reddit post where people were saying that, like, it seems really good on paper to, like, just stack as many modifiers of the same kind that you can, but there's kind of like a diminishing returns effect on just having ludicrous amounts of morale, if that makes sense. We received a gift from Genoa. The Austrian army doesn't appear to know what it's doing. This is fine. And we're just kind of casually sieging down some provinces. We keep rolling poorly, it looks like, in this province, in Yanya, but it's just the way she goes, I guess. It looks like the Serbs are winning a siege at the moment. The Austrians have moved some troops over here to Ottoman lands. Let's see, we could gain 0.5 inflation for 50 admin power. I think we absolutely do that, considering we're going to have to core some land soon, and we've got the inflation reduction advisor, so... and I think the Ottomans are actually just hiding, because they don't think that they can take us anymore. They are at Tech 7 to Austria's Tech 7, and ours, and Serbia's Tech 7. It's so weird seeing everybody at the same tech level, but I think it's nice, overall. Alright, looks like the Ottomans have decided to engage, and looks like they are going to win against the Austrians, but maybe not. The Serbians, they reinforced just a little too late. And the Serbians are going to end up retreating as well. If we'd been there to help, we definitely could have won that battle, but I really want to win this siege to get that guaranteed war score. And thankfully, since our galleys are here in the Sea of Marmara... Oh, hey, we get a general with 50 tradition. Very nice. He's a 2-3-2, and as much as I love our cheesy 5-shock general, we are going to replace him when we get the chance, even though that bonus movement speed he got from experience is very nice indeed. Looks like Austria is just going to hemorrhage more troops. AI gonna AI. That's how the story goes. See, we can get 17 more war score from the war goal. So assuming Austria doesn't lose like 10 billion battles, I think we're going to be okay. We are going to pick up military drill, which will give us our first, national idea, which is regulation for mercenaries. We may not like them, and we may not want to use them, but when a need arises, we may be forced to resort to mercenaries. If we lay down standards for what mercenaries should bring, we will be able to recruit them quicker and thus cheaper. So we get minus 25% mercenary maintenance, which stacks well with our mercenary cost reduction. And our mercenaries not only almost cost as much as normal infantry, they're only a little more than twice as expensive as normal infantry. But more importantly, we're going to get that bonus morale of armies, which will round us out to a nice 3.6, which is pretty good for this time period. It looks like the Serbs, the Austrians, are engaging the Ottomans once again. The Ottomans have retreated from the battle, understandably. And once we win this siege, we're going to get our own troops into the fray. And we're going to get a lot of land out of this war. I'm pretty excited. I'm not going to return cores to Hungary. He's probably going to take them anyway, but basically I look at it as like, if we're going to keep fighting the Ottomans, that could be more land for us in the future, so that's just something to think about, I guess. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. We are getting close to winning the siege in Yanya. We're finally going to take that province after taking the mission at the start of the game. I think we're having a pretty prodigious start here as Byzantium, and I look forward to seeing how the rest of this series goes. So thank you for joining me, my fellow Romans, and I'll see you on the next one.